Hey George, I just wanted to show you a quick thing. Um, on the left, I have your original swing, what you showed up with, and on the right, kind of where you finished. You did a good job working on the backswing pieces. On the left, you're probably not terribly happy with that, and you wouldn't be. On the right, it's better. Narrower feet, duck feet, and feeling like your left shoulder probably went, backwards, flatter and stuff. So that's good. Um, I did want to clarify very quickly. I know we said your left hip and shoulder have to go forward and then start to go up and around a little bit more on both of these, and I want to show you from another way what I mean by that. They basically have to go forward, up, but almost in that order. Forward mostly, first forward, and then they'll start to turn up, and then they'll go towards the window here. That's this window over there. Forward, up, and left. I guess you could say. So on the left hand side, you'll see how long your left shoulder stays kind of flat, and because your head went forward, you still do it a touch, but not as much as on the right. Your head moves back, and then so that makes your left shoulder rise up quicker than you'd otherwise like, right? So more like that rather than maybe wanting to see it continue out a little bit flatter, a little bit longer. And on the right, it's just it's going up already. It's mostly going this direction, so don't need to feel like it goes flatter, longer before it goes up and left. The left and the flatter kind of go together. I don't want you to just spin open, so they have to go forward more. But what that's causing then is just this change. Oops. So as you can see here, that's your backswing and downswing. On the left, your hands, the club passes right through your hands, which would indicate that you are likely to be swinging relatively, what we would say, online. Your planes will trace. You can see that. I mean, so any draws you hit are likely simply because you've pointed the face a little bit too far to the left. Because we would say that's a pretty much online plane, whereas over here, you're gonna always you'll see what we saw in downtown in Erie. You're gonna see your plane line is rotated or shifted way out to the right. So again, that goes back to this position there. You can see that, right? So what's causing your club, now that you have a better backswing where your head doesn't tip way forward, to be so far in here? It's literally simply just that your left shoulder from the top of the backswing, you can see your left shoulder stays out here, which is fine. I'm going to take this one back. Right, so it stays out there. I'll get these two about the same spot. Okay, now what you're going to see, you see how on the left video, your left shoulder has gained a gap from this line, whereas here it's a very small gap. It's because on the right, your head is going back towards the camera. Can't really draw that, but towards the camera, and that just makes your left shoulder go up rather than tracking. And this is tough to draw, but I'll draw it on the mat, like, right, rather than kind of going forward for a bit and then up and to the left, as we see. I think you know what I mean. Forward, up, and left, tracking that arc of your shoulders. As you're doing better on the left, your head's just tipping back because that's kind of what you had to do before. And so the club comes in from well under the hands and delivers a very outward strike to the ball. These pictures, you notice how much lower your right shoulder is here, because your left shoulder is all the way up here. Over here, your left shoulder is here, and your right shoulder is here, which is more what we'd expect to see. So keep doing the backswing piece. I mean, you should have that inside of a week pretty easily, but then really focus on sending that left shoulder, and I can't really draw it because I can't draw in 3 dimensions, but keep your left shoulder going forward and staying down a little bit longer, and then going left and around and up, right? That'll stop your head from tipping back. Whether you feel it in your head or whether you feel it by your shoulder, I think you might have more success feeling it with your shoulders, but keep your left shoulder working forward and left more. And that will keep your head more in place and eliminate the path coming from in here somewhere. Okay? So, just wanted to clarify that. I'm not sure if I said it in the bigger analysis, but I wanted to clarify that for you now. Thanks.